different this time. Yeah. Come alive in the nighttime. Cruising down in the state. 95. Going buck 5. Hope I don't see them cop lights. In the fast lane. Yeah, told me about the warning signs. Down. Tryna live fast, die young. We ain't got time. No, we do it part-time. The benefits don't benefit, it ain't full-time. More than 40 every week, putting overtime. I'm clocking 7 days a week till I'm prime time. That ain't enough time for the short time. I'm trying to see a million by the summertime. Before it's fall time, and they forget my cold roll out my pockets, woman when the shivering. Mud in the gas, pedal leave it stuck in drive. Never slowing down, had to put the brake on. Jesus take the wheel, I'ma steal when I decide. That just free will, we don't trust him all the time. When we should, but I don't mean to preach. No, put your hands upon the wheel, who you tryna be? Bring your hand out, tell me who you tryna reach. Feels like we wild player, I just see. Still I'm cruising for a chase. Knowing that my family is not safe. They not safe unless we keep a bag in the safe. It ain't safe. No, it ain't safe. Unless we keep a bag in the safe. Yeah, right. They don't want smoke, dear. If they do, we let them bucks fly. I heard them sending shots on the ground, they ain't like mine. Mine hits a little harder, dog. Could say a lot about them, y'all careers isn't never mine. Hey, cheesecake, got to really win the show. Showtime, they don't got me booked up, now they reading mine. Try to NY, get them shade 45. They ain't in mine, they doing prime time. 7 o'clock on the dot. Staying low key, y'all gon' watch. Moonwalk the interview, Billy Jeans in my DM, be some thoughts. She want me to pull up, hop out, set me up like a snitch does, cop out. Camera phone, a lingerie on my cock out. Work my shift when I finish, I clock out. She ain't worth the bag, don't care if she bad. Beyonce back at home, she can teach you what's class. I need a few bags, a Lambo and a jack. Decided luxury, pink slips, custom tags. Tired of shooting stars now, wanna shoot some comments. Trolling on my timeline with no bridge around it. Jails on the table, we know y'all don't know. There's no limit when you're about it. So I'm cruising for a change. Knowing that my family is not safe. Unless we keep a bag in the safe. It ain't safe. Still I'm cruising for a chase. Knowing that my family is not safe. No, they not. Unless we keep a bag in the safe. It ain't safe. No, it ain't safe. Hey, give me some flips.
Yeah, hey. Woo!
Give me some flex.
Yeah, hey. Forgive me as I, yeah.
My family not safe. Yeah.
Forgive me as I flex up in this thing, man. It's your boy. That was DT702.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? In the building, man. Welcome. You are tuned in to BU Radio, and you're at the right place at the right time. With the right place, in the right time, with the right producer, and the right people, and a whole bunch of right stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It's all right over here, okay?
You know what I'm saying? I go by the name of Natrail.com, and I got my lovely co-host and my other co-host, who's also lovely.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Mrs. Shannon the Queen.
Yes. What's up, everyone?
And Alex Main is in the building.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, man, how y'all feeling, though?
I'm feeling good.
Hey, let me turn.
Feeling good.
I'm looking good.
Hey.
Please don't hate.
Hey. Y'all already know what it is, man. Every single Wednesday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, we here, BU Network style, doing our thing. Welcome to That's My Producer. Man, We doing it.
Yes.
How y'all
Welcome,
feeling though?
everyone.
You feeling good?
Yes, I'm feeling really good, refreshed. You know what I'm saying?
Alex, how you feeling, bro?
Feeling super good, super fresh.
Hey,
today,
listen, man, y'all
blessed.
sleeping on your boy Alex. I'm gonna let y'all know right now. I was up here. I was trying to work on the website and everything. I'm over here doing my little thing on the computer. He back in the back room cooking up on this beat, though.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
Look at all that talent.
Hey, yeah. I ain't gonna even lie, man. That's my beat, though. No, I'm just like
who beat is it? Who beat is it?
I'm just saying though.
Yours, Alex, and he took it from you or what?
No.
It's his now.
Yeah, I'm just
okay.
just wanted to.
All right, you
that's
better
my
get
beat.
some credit for it. That's all I'm saying.
I know. Like
that's just like a taste of what I have. You know,
Hey.
I got way more that I could make.
I just found out he a Leo, so he got a lot of talent, hidden talents.
yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He the king
Yeah,
of the jungle out there.
We ain't gonna hide it. We ain't gonna be hiding it though too much longer though.
Look at
We about to let the cake out of the bag. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's going on with the apple heads? Tell us a little bit about the apple heads
welcome
right
everyone,
quick.
you know what I'm saying? I brought some lovely apple heads here.
You know what I'm saying?
BU Radio, you feel me?
Yeah.
The Queen Apple Heads. And I got, a little extra caramel on there. I like 12 or 13 cakes.
Yeah. My physical therapist, Mike, man, shout out to him, Mike, the physical therapist. Like, I was telling him about it and, promoting this stuff. Like I said, my doctors, man, they were supporting me. The chiropractors, the physical therapists, they were supporting me. And it was like, man, he was like, let me get 12 of them. He was like, I'm going to get it to some more doctors. So it all, it all worked out for the good.
And I asked those questions because, like, it's a lot of people who's trying to start their own business and small businesses.
Yeah.
And me personally, starting out with the apples, I've only been doing this for about, a month now?
Yeah, a little bit less than a month.
A little
actually.
less than a month, 3 weeks, I could say. And, I went through just within these 3 weeks trying to come up with different ideas to make the apple more creative.
Yeah.
So that's when, when Nitrell had connected us on the phone together. I was just telling like my son the cream cheese apples that I have, I didn't really like it. You know what I'm saying? My taste buds wasn't digging it, but my son enjoyed it. So I'm like, and then I had my friend named Crystal, she kept it real with me. She was like, bitch, did you use frosting? And I was like, yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
So I wanted to, I'm like, I gotta cancel it, And when we connected on the phone and you said you sell what is it? I'm sorry.
I sold my cream cheese.
Cheesecake, yeah.
Yeah.
That's when I was like, oh, okay, I could probably, taste yours and then become your regular customer and buy it and then, create it on my apples and sell my apples with that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
look.
yeah, don't it sound
really
good? I want
let
the
me-
real thing, not the
Let me tell you too, my first cheesecake that really started, because I didn't really start till 2018. 2018 was really when it popped. So, but the first one that I did was a apple crumb cheesecake.
That sounds so good.
that sound good, y'all.
Because I'm so creative, so I wanted to do something different than everybody else. So, a lot of people say, they're like, I don't like the apples. It's too much apples in the apple pie. I'm like, okay, I was listening to that. And some people's like, it's not enough. So I'm like, if I can get right in the middle of that.
Yeah.
And, it really took off. It took off. Everybody was doing it for a minute and just, buying it. And the funny thing was, we always talk about how people would buy one. I would make sure I have a spare one on the side. Because they will buy one, get in the car, and call me and turn around like, hey,
God.
I need another cheesecake. I didn't get it home to my family. I feel so bad. I need to get another one. So it was like, that was the fun
Is he
thing.
making you hungry, Nitrell? Because
Hey,
my taste
listen,
buds is like, where the plates and forks at, okay? Let's get it popping up in here on That's My Producer Show on this Wednesday, okay? Let's smack, okay?
That's back.
Hey, shout out to Summer. Summer's on here with the apple crumb. She got the faces on there like, hey.
Shout out to Summer.
Hey, hold on though, but you gotta tell them about some of the other flavored cheesecake that you got though.
Oh man, let's don't do
First start with my personal favorite.
Okay, now I gave you the specialty cake, And you're a special guy, man. I tell you, Natrell is a special guy,
I'm
man.
special
So I'm
up in
like,
this
man,
thing.
he do what he do, man. You're looking out for bro. I said, I gotta hit him with it. So he has the banana pudding cheesecake.
And I'm not sharing.
Oh my God, no,
No,
I
no.
have to have some, bro.
No,
Like,
see,
He has the banana pudding cheesecake.
you just said no to me.
nah, I'm not.
Never say no to me.
I'm not sharing. I'm not sharing.
And the good thing about it is,
I love y'all, but not that much. You know? No, we can taste. Everybody can get a taste of it.
it's a nice size. Oh, look at.
Yeah,
I got my sister on here. She talking about the cinnamon roll cheesecake.
Oh yeah. Oh, got the cinnamon roll jump off though.
Okay, y'all playing. Where the plates at? Where the plates at?
You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
Hey, it's getting-
come on, y'all.
It's getting real. Yeah. You got the plate. Hold on.
Listening to the Food Network.
Let's
I know, right?
let's pass the plates.
Yeah, pass the plates down there. Hey, but I noticed everybody passing the plate the other way. And yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying like, you know, yeah,
I got
I'm gonna need that plate over here too. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So you got the banana pudding.
Yeah.
You got the cinnamon roll jump
The
off.
cinnamon roll, which is another specialty cake. I also have the original. Let me tell you, the original. People love the original cheesecake because they love the filling and the crust together. That little combination right there is good enough. But when you get all these other stuff, like you get the strawberry shortcake cheesecake, and you get the triple chocolate cheesecake, and all the when you get into all that good stuff, man, it even makes it even better.
What happened? Okay. Is somebody on the phone?
Shout out to Malik Truth.
Oh, okay. I'm like, what's going on? Okay, shout out to Malik True. He must be coming in real quick.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Yes.
Let's do this real quick. So I'm getting ready to play a song. This song is actually a song that you're on. So you do cheesecake and you also sing. So I'm gonna play this song. And if you
what a
wanna,
combination,
if I know sing and cook, yeah, see that's a good combination.
No, sing and bake. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's get into this song right quick. We're gonna come back and then maybe we might have some cheesecake, maybe not, maybe before the end of the show though, we definitely gonna be eating on something real quick. You know what I'm saying? All right, y'all. So let's get into this joint. This is from Outpour. It's called I Am He Rain. Let's get it.
Outpour.
It's your life, yeah.
PMG. For Music Group. Come on.
It's your life, yeah. It's your life, yeah. It's your life, yeah.
Hey, say, Nisi, come on.
When I think about your mercy and your glory poured upon me, Lord, I thank you.
Lord, I thank you.
Yes, I thank you.
Yes, I thank you.
When I think about your mercy and your glory poured upon me, Lord, I thank you.
Lord, I thank you.
Yes, I thank you.
Yes, I thank you. Hey, man, say, y'all, come on. I like this, come on. Forever and ever. For always. Lord, we love you. Thank you.
When I think about your goodness and your mercy poured upon me, Lord, I thank you.
Lord, I thank you.
Just wanna thank you.
Just wanna thank you.
When I wake up in the morning, I just lift my
Thank you.
hands and praise you. Lord, I thank you.
Lord, I thank you.
Just wanna thank you.
Just wanna thank you. Hallelujah, come on. Hallelujah, come on.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about right there. That was Outpour. You know what I'm saying? He reigns up in this thing. Now, there's a lot of stuff going on in the studio right now. Right now, I got the queen, you know what I'm saying, cutting. See, I ain't got no knives up here, so she cutting with the forks and everything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He got the two flavors and everything popping right now. Malik Truth just walked in here. You know, he think he gonna get some, but we ain't about to share.
It's almost gone.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, he thought he was slick, though. He was watching the show, and he was like, oh, they got cheesecake. I'm coming up in this thing.
Extra early.
You know what I'm saying? He came in clean. He got the suit on and everything. He didn't bring some gas and everything
to match the tie.
Y'all know how Malik Truth do, but hey, real talk though, he be coming with it though. So make sure y'all stay tuned in. 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Malik Truth every single Wednesday right here on the BU Network. Man, we about to get into this cheesecake situation. We just listened to that song "He Reigned." Man, that was Roderick on the end with the na 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 na. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Hey, you was killing that thing.
No. I was running on with that. I said, run on, see what the end gonna be like.
Yeah.
So that's how you be in the kitchen whipping your cheesecake up.
Oh yeah. You gotta sing. You gotta sing.
Lady E.
Yeah.
Lady E.
Yes,
when he's in there cooking, do he be singing?
He sings all the time. There's not a moment that he's not singing.
Like,
recipe right there, you gotta sing with it.
That's how you know he made it with love. Okay.
Hey, that's right.
Yes.
If he wasn't singing, I don't want none of that cheesecake though. You know what I'm saying? If he was singing though, I need some of that cheesecake in my life right there. You know what I'm saying? Because that means he got them harmonies, you know, the melodies and everything mixed up in that thing with it.
Cute. So even when y'all getting a little argument and stuff, he be singing like, "Girl, you made me mad tonight." Oh, you know you wasn't right.
This is what he does. If we
What do you
ever
do, girl? Talk
have
about it.
an argument or a disagreement, I'm talking to him and he's doing this.
Oh
Are
no!
you listening? He like, oh, I had a thing just pop in. What'd you say?
Look, I write songs about everything. I've been blessed to write country music,
Wow.
R&B, and a lot, especially the R&B, is inspired by her. Like, and what we've been through. Like, she's my inspiration. For R&B. Of course, God is my inspiration for the gospel music.
Right.
So, you know, he knew what he made when he made her
put
for
y'all
me.
together.
So.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's poetry right there. Everybody snap on that one right quick.
Right.
That's that poetry right there. Yeah.
And he just hit us with some bars.
You know what I'm saying? He was slick with that one, boy. Threw them bars out there real quick. Because when God, you know what I'm saying, made you.
Gotta
You know what I'm saying?
man. Gotta get a shout out. Y'all know it.
Absolutely. Let's do this right quick. Everybody got their plate. Everybody got some. Everybody. Did y'all start eating without me?
Can I tease you real quick?
Hold on, tease
Can I
him.
tease you real quick?
Hold on.
I just gotta show it.
Hold on, let me change the screen right quick. I'm gonna make you by yourself on the screen right quick.
So
Hold
good.
on. Let me
It
get you
smells
right.
So good.
It looks good.
Oh, I ain't even set that screen up. Dang.
Oh man.
You know, I'll pass it on another screen. It don't
Hey,
matter how you
give
want me
it
do
to Shannon right quick.
Shannon.
Give it to Shannon.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna put Shannon on the screen right quick.
All right.
Hey.
I don't know if y'all want to.
I ain't sharing. Listen, no.
Yes. Okay.
Hey, no.
Oh my God.
I ain't sharing, y'all.
Look
Watch.
at this
Listen.
beautiful cheesecake.
Hey,
banana pudding. Okay?
That's that banana pudding cheesecake.
Oh my God.
Listen.
The trail go be like no.
Yeah.
No.
I put it in the
Absolutely.
wrong hands. I'm gonna be like,
Yeah, listen.
yeah.
And I'm gonna be like, hell no.
I'm gonna be like, please, just a little piece, please.
Hey, woo, hold on. I had to hold on. Let me get my screen set. Let me set my screen right quick because I need to show this. I need to show this right quick. All my IGers, you know what I'm saying? Let me show y'all what's popping over here on the IG right quick. Let me show y'all what's popping. That thing look good.
I like how you holding it
Oh
too.
my God.
You holding
It's
it like
so
it's a
good.
trophy.
Listen.
man. I appreciate you.
That
man.
thing look good right there. Woo. Now I might just have to if I
God.
step out for a minute, y'all already know what time it is, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be in the back room, you know what I'm saying, with my little fork, you know. Yeah, I ain't sharing.
Can I just say something really quick?
What long as it's not asking for the cheesecake.
Well, that was my okay. So one thing I want to say is I'm like a huge fan of cheesecake.
Awesome.
And this is honestly probably the best cheesecake I've ever had.
Alex.
We were supposed to eat this together, y'all.
Show him your plate, Alex. Alex wasn't playing with none of us.
I was wondering why he was over there all silent and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Sneak bites everywhere.
Oh,
every time
man.
He took the camera off of us. I'm like,
Oh man.
Hey, I got a Nitra all the way out in Kansas City. She like, man, that thing look good. She over there putting in her bid talking about her birthday and everything. So
Oh man, shout out to Kansas City. We gotta give a shout out to Kansas City. 'Cause that's where I met my lovely wife. Shout out to Kansas
yo, you
City.
from KC?
No, we had a singing convention. I met her at a singing convention.
Oh, so she can sing too?
Oh, about to say you are. You don't tell the queen she can sing now. Don't tell the queen because she gonna put you all on the spot.
You can't tell me nothing in the shower.
Absolutely.
That part.
Yeah, absolutely, man. You better know. You better know, man. Straight up. So I'm gonna go ahead and have you already bit into the cheesecake, queen?
I have.
We were supposed to do this together.
I have.
Hold on, let me
who's the
just-
guest who just came in here? He just pointed at me. Hi. He just pointed at me like he knew me.
Yeah, man.
You do?
Yeah, he know everybody.
Okay, that's what's up.
This
What's
man,
up?
this man know everybody in the city. You better know.
I gotta know who know
Oh,
me.
my God.
That's all. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my
I
God.
don't want to get God for my cheesecake.
Let's take a moment and worship. Let's just worship the Most High for this cheesecake, Lord. Thank you. I just want to just magnify your name right now.
amen.
This cheesecake is so good, Lord. I know you had something to do with this.
I had something to do.
I know, like the anointing was in the kitchen when he was cooking this thing right here. You know what I'm saying? So we got the strawberry jump off that I'm eating right now. Oh my God. Lord, I thank you.
Yeah.
Mm.
It tastes so good
Yeah.
and smooth.
Anitra, I can't share.
Bite into these strawberries.
I can't share, Anitra. I can't share now.
And wait till the
natural
summertime.
flavors.
The summertime, it's a frozen cheesecake.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I didn't put y'all on that.
Mika
Summertime
Mo?
is a frozen cheesecake.
Mika Mo. I ain't sharing, Mika. Who else?
You are changing this
It's the
game.
best. I'm trying to tell you.
Misty, I ain't sharing. Who else on here? Tasha, I ain't sharing. Who else on there? Coach Kirk, I ain't sharing.
Hey, that's a new song right there.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not sharing.
We gonna have to burp that.
Cheesecake? No, I ain't sharing.
Oh my God.
Hey, can you pass the banana pudding one over here?
Oh no. No.
He ain't getting that. He ain't getting that.
No.
Oh, man.
So I walk
No.
into the studio earlier today when I first got here, and that Trail's like, yeah, they're bringing. He's so hyped. He's like, they're bringing in a banana pudding cheesecake. He's like, but you can't get any. I was like, wait, what? He's like, yeah, that's all for me.
Hey,
Oh,
that's
man.
funny because he called me 2 hours before the show to just tell me the same thing he just told you.
So he teased all firsthand.
He was looking forward
But you
to
can't
it.
get none. Like, he just preparing us to just don't ask me because I don't want to tell y'all
I'm
no on
saying.
air. And here we are right here asking him exactly what he told us not to.
Right.
This is hilarious.
I had to get him prepared, off air. You know what I'm saying? Cause I ain't really, I ain't want to hurt their feelings while we was on air. So yeah, but I got Anitra on here. She's praying. She says, God, please touch Natrell and have him share some
Amber says she needs
with
some.
your servants.
Yes.
So-
It's bombs. Okay.
Shout out to everybody on the live stream right now, man. Let's get into this book though. Let's talk a little bit about this book, Lady E. So you've been working on this book. Let's tell them a little bit about what you're writing and what it's gonna be about. And
Well, basically, the book is called "You Wouldn't Believe Me If I Told You."
wow, that's a
And-
dope title.
Thank you. But basically, it's just my story from things that I've dealt with, from, like I said, marriage, parenting, having sickle cell,
Oh man.
dealing with, the highs and lows of just life, and how I've kind of had to teach myself how to be in a marriage. Because our timeline is crazy. We met in 2007.
Yes,
We lost touch for like 2 years, and then we reconnected in 2009. We got married in 2010. We had our first daughter in 2012. And everything is it's back to back.
Right.
So even in college, a lot of my friends would always come to me with their relationship issues and how do I do this, and he said this, or what should I do? And I always would ask, like, why does everybody come to me with their drama?
Wow.
Like, I don't care. Like, I care about you as a person, but not your personal business. And it didn't click until he said that, everything that we've gone through is to help somebody else.
Right.
So a lot of, I talk about different stories and things that I've gone through, like I said, whether it be relationships or just sickness or whatever. And hopefully through that, I just want to give somebody just a different perspective on something that they may be going through themselves, and looking at how I handled and navigated different things that it'll possibly help them in their situation.
Right.
Absolutely.
Amen.
Absolutely. When we looking at putting this book out?
The book, the release date, I'm shooting for April 1st.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, that's coming soon.
Soon.
Absolutely. So
Very
you already got it like pretty much done, and
Yes.
covers and all that.
Yep.
What's your favorite chapter in there?
Oh, that's hard.
That's like asking the artist what their favorite song is on their project. You know
All
what I'm
of
saying?
it,
They're gonna be
huh?
like, yeah, the whole thing. Like, I spit that heat. You know what I'm saying?
Probably, I'll say like the pregnancy chapters, because miscarriage is kind
Wow.
of a topic that people don't really
That
touch
just
on.
touched me.
Yeah.
2017, I had a miscarriage, a stillborn.
Wow.
So when I asked you what chapter, this is just, God connecting. You know what I'm saying? You didn't know my experience. So for you to say that really touched me.
Wow.
Whew.
Yeah,
Let
that's
me
big.
eat some more of this cheesecake.
Yeah. Hey, my plate is empty. I gotta let me do this right quick. Just show y'all that I'm not lying. Like,
Wow.
sometimes when people come on your show, you want to help them promote, and you want to, I already knew the cheesecake was good, but I'm just gonna let y'all know, man. Like, every time you bite, I just I just want to look around the screen and just be like, bruh, you couldn't have possibly made this with your hands. Like,
I'm trying to.
you know, you prayed this together. Like, it tastes like some heavenly created. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna have to hit him up on Easter, Thanksgiving,
I'll be ready.
Christmas.
I'll be ready.
Yeah. What I'm gonna do is
all the family barbecues for real.
And then y'all
So
gonna be ready
good.
for the frozen cheesecake, because that's the
Yeah.
foundation
oh my
of it.
goodness. Yeah,
Do you
yeah,
have any
yeah.
cards or anything? Let the people know where they can find you at and where they can purchase your cheesecake and order.
Now you got a
You know what I'm
Facebook.
about.
Let them know the Facebook page.
Okay, the Facebook page is Cheesy Joys Cheesecake. That's CHEESY, and Joy is named after my mom. Her middle name was Joy, and I feel like when people eat their cheesecake, that's what they get.
Oh, yeah.
you get them
Joy.
smiles, and people, food make you smile. I mean, it'll put you in a whole different mood. So that's CHEESY. And then it's Joy, JOI''S,
Yeah.
and it's cheesecake.
No doubt. And make sure you guys support. If you guys think of it and don't remember the name, just hit me in the inbox and say, hey, Trail, I need some of that cheesecake. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect y'all. And what I'm going to do is, because I love my team, I'm going to go ahead and place in another order of this banana pudding cheesecake. And I'm going to share. Because Anitra was praying, and the Lord heard her. And my heart has been compelled to share my cheesecake with my team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then we got some other individuals in the studio that I may share with. I may share. Like God ain't working with me. Like, I mean, he working, but you know what I'm saying? It's still no.
He's
I'm
still
just
a work in process.
yeah. So continue to pray. You know what I'm saying? And Anitra is like, I'm part of the team. You all the way in KC. You know what I'm saying? I can't do that. So yeah, we definitely gonna we definitely want to help you guys promote. You know what I'm saying? Y'all businesses.
Yes, definitely though.
So let me ask you this: the process of writing a book, was that a hard process? Did it take a lot of time for you to put all the words together? Was it emotional? Tell us a little bit about the process.
Well, the process, it actually, I would blame Rod for the process because I never had it in my mind to write a book. I never thought I wanted to write a book until he brought up the idea that I'm supposed to write. And I'm like, write what? Like, and it was just about your life. So once I actually started, I think I wrote probably maybe like 20 pages.
Wow.
Like that same day we had that conversation that I should write, because like once I started, it just kept coming. And I remember probably in my high school days, I would always, because people would tell me like, oh, you're supposed to be an evangelist, or I see you doing this. And I was like, well, what do I have to tell somebody? So let me clarify something. You have to be real careful about what you say
Right.
and what you let come out of your mouth, because once I said, what do I have to tell somebody? In the
Life
years
began.
following that, what do I not have to tell somebody? So it's like I have stories now.
Yeah.
So I know in the process I would say, like, if I could go back in time, I would have never said what I said.
Yeah.
But everything happens for a reason. And like I said, a lot of what we go through
It's like a
is
movie.
not for us. It's for the benefit of somebody else.
Yeah.
So in the process of writing, it comes easy because nobody knows your story better than you.
Yeah, that's
Right,
real.
right.
And who else better to tell it better than you?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So the writing process it comes easy. I just write.
Natural gift. You're natural gifted.
Can I say this? I am definitely her number one fan. I better be.
Right.
Yeah.
I better be. I'm gonna share a little bit more. We went through so much together. We went through the bumps and ups and downs. You know, the beginning stuff when you don't wanna, change.
Yeah.
You know, and you're like, no, I'm me. I'm gonna be me. We went through that, and then we went through the phase of actually coming together and just trying to figure things out. And then we went through a phase of homelessness.
Wow.
And that was the turning point for me, and I didn't know how that would affect me. I never knew that would affect me in the way that it did. It changed a lot about me. It changed my it really affected my health, everything, because I didn't go through it gracefully. I didn't learn it at first, the reason why. And I struggled with my manhood. You know, I struggled with all these things, and I'm like, Lord, what is going on? You told me I'm supposed to be this, I'm supposed to be that. This ain't looking too good. But as the years went on and stuff, and the things that had happened, and as we began to progress, and like I said, through the miscarriages and all, when you look at everything, and now I gotta try not to get emotional. I'm trying not to preach here. But when you look at everything, you look what God has brought you from.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, we could have gave up, and there was plenty of times I wanted to. There's plenty of times I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna just do something else, and God like, no.
Yeah.
But it's all for His purpose.
Yeah.
It's all for His purpose.
The easiest
Absolutely.
thing that you can do is just give up. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? That's the easiest thing you do. When you have that spouse that you can connect with, and you guys both willing to fight for your love, fight for your relationship, not give up on each other, strive together, conquer things together, be each other's strength. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
definitely.
Motivate one another. Then that's when you know that it's real. You
Oh,
feel
yeah.
me? When somebody is dragging you down, like, especially when you already down. You know what I'm saying? And you trying to breathe, and you trying to you doggy pedaling out that deep ocean that you're in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If they just there watching you, or just there just, you know what I'm saying, for what? Dead weight. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Then that's when
real.
you know that, okay, I gotta swim up out of here on my own. But when you got somebody dogging pedal with you,
Oh yeah.
that's when you know you guys are one together. That's solid. You know what I'm saying?
You got that victory lap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When you stinks, like when you gotta work for something, when you start winning, and guys get to sit and look back like, man, we went through that. But look at us now.
Right.
Look at us now. Now we got a whole cheesecake line. It's all in Walmart. It's, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
We doing, books is selling all on Amazon.
Yeah.
Like, that's that life. You know what I'm saying? That's that life. And a lot of people don't make it to that point. I call it from conception to completion. Being a producer, you get to see a song like morph. It comes into somebody got an idea, maybe they're just singing it. Next thing you know it, the beat comes. The next thing you know it, you get a bass line. Next thing you know it, there's some strings and some keys and all these other elements to it. And then the finished product.
Right.
Then you get that little mix. Then you get that master. Then
that's a miracle right there.
Exactly. When it comes together, all the ingredients, come together, then you get to sit back like, dang.
So you gotta know who to hold on to, and you gotta know who the fuck to let go, okay? Some people be holding on to toxic like, well, we've been together for 18 years.
Yeah.
But the arguments is the stronger.
You black my eye.
Yeah.
You didn't black my eye. You didn't kick me in my chin. You didn't. But I'm still
went through it.
Right.
No.
Yeah, you just got to know the difference between something
know.
that's toxic and something that's for
real.
you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes we can wallow through things too long. And
Absolutely.
it's not just relationships, just anything. We can wallow through the same things over and over, the cycle of a hurt, because it's comfortability,
Yes, absolutely correct. It's not just relationship, it's friendship, or even just dealing with cars, getting the same damn car that's gonna break down on you. You try to fix in that same car that's giving up on you.
I know
when
all
you just need to trade
about
it in
that.
and get a new car.
Come on now.
So it's not.
I
you
know
know what I'm
all
saying? Sometimes,
about
you know what I'm saying, I can get that, that spirit in me that
she done prophesied right there. She done spoke a whole word over here.
I'm
No
not
doubt.
just a comedian.
What I want to
you feel
do
me?
though is I think Malik definitely needs to get with you two. You know what I'm saying? And
on his show,
get y'all on the show, because being y'all a power couple. You know what I'm saying? You guys are a power couple, and he has a book called what is it called? The design. Pull it up right quick and show everybody. Yeah.
So I'm about to buy this one right here. So
No, not right there.
Yeah, this
not
this
that one
mine
right there
here.
though. You know what I'm saying?
Now Trell's scared you. Can't get the
Yeah. The queen trying to take all my stuff up in here. You know what I'm saying? See, I'm gonna tell y'all something about Shannon. That's my sis. I love her. And it's hard for me to say no. You know what I'm saying? So I've been looking in the mirror. I'm like, no. What you, no. You know what I'm saying? I still end up, I'm like, no.
He got one for me though. He
No.
got an extra one
Yeah. So I gotta perfect the no with the queen up in this thing. But
let me give them their apples. We over here eating their cheesecake. I want them to eat these apples.
Hey, make sure you show the camera the apples real quick, cause definitely.
Show them apples, I'm telling you.
Hey, and them apples is fire. Look, like, do not sleep on them apple heads real quick.
Thank you.
They fire.
This one right, they apple heads. Okay. This one right there that she's showing is
Did you bring me an apple?
That's the.
If you didn't bring me no apple, you ain't getting none of the cheesecake.
It's 3 in there. You know
okay.
I got you, right? That part.
All right, I guess I gotta
share
this.
The 2 in the box is for them, and the sneakerheads is for Natrell. So,
hey, that's what I'm
that
talking
one
about.
right there is the Reese's. This one right here is the Butterfinger.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So that one is the Butterfinger.
I definitely got
Make sure you show that.
Yeah, we gon'
Here, let me see the sneakers one.
Let me tell you,
That one's
kids
for
can
Natrell.
snatch that thing up. It'll be all gone.
This one right
Yeah, you gotta hide stuff when you go in the house.
Man, you gotta have a separate refrigerator. I understand now.
Hey,
why,
let me show this
why,
off.
Why parents have the
I got the
separate
little candy apple. You know what I'm saying? The apple heads. You know what I'm saying? This is the Reese's up, right?
Yeah, no, the
No,
one
what's
you
this?
have is the sneakers.
Okay, so I got the sneakers. Sneakers satisfy the hunger inside you. You know what I'm saying?
Give you that energy,
so, yeah,
okay?
yeah. See,
So that one's called
it got them nuts on it right there. You know what I'm
that
saying?
was actually
She did
called
an
the
awesome
Nutty
job,
Mess.
too.
Yeah.
The Nutty Mess.
Nutty Mess.
And my menu is out. You guys will actually go to Facebook. It's called Candy Applehead. My menu is on there. It shows you all different apples. It gives you the recipe, what's on there, how I created it, and all the awesomeness is right there. So you can order your apples on Candy Applehead and everything. So
Absolutely. So make sure you get them apples. But
I'm
you know
coming
what?
with some cream cheese apples soon.
We kinda,
CandyApplehead.com?
our time is getting away from us. So
ShannonTheQueen.com. That's my website.
ShannonTheQueen.com.
Yeah, it's under construction.
what we gonna do?
The apples aren't. The apples are ready to
Yeah,
go.
the apples are ready to go. Okay.
Yeah.
Inbox me for
Packaged
that.
and everything. This look nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're gonna have to talk.
Thank you. You say you like the way,
Absolutely.
yes, thank you. First, I started in foil. I was bringing foil up in here, you know what I'm saying? Then I had to upgrade with the plastic and tied it. Shout out to Tamara Samuels for bringing me products and just bringing my craft, you know what I'm saying? So I could craft and make it look more pretty and professional. So
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's good.
yeah,
That's good.
so yeah, people will be looking out, especially when they see that you know what I'm saying, that you putting your effort and your love into
Yeah.
something. People will come around and reach out and help you with your product.
That's
Absolutely.
So yeah, mad love. I hope you guys enjoy it. Let me know how it tastes when y'all get home or whenever
Absolutely.
you choose to eat it.
Absolutely.
You got your extra sauce on the side. Show them the extra sauce. You know what I'm
No.
saying? Got the extra.
Hold up.
caramel.
I ain't getting no extra sauce. I'm a little jealous.
See, you ain't share
No,
the other
the
cheesecake.
caramel.
She said, "No, I ain't sharing the sauce."
You know what I'm saying?
No, the caramel is actually Nitrell's for his sneakers.
Yes.
Honestly,
See what I'm
yeah.
saying?
So
I
you're
got
right.
I got the little extra sauce up in this mug. You feel me?
So silly. He's spoiled.
Feel me? Trail got the
And
extra
that
sauce.
one right there is the Reese's sauce. So
yeah.
that's for him. The
yeah.
the
Yeah,
Butterfinger sauce don't come with the sauce on the side.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
you
yeah.
can put it on there.
So yeah, since she done sauces me up, you know what I'm saying, I'ma share. Now I feel bad for not wanting to share with you.
Here, Nitrell, I brought this for you. Here, Nitrell, you can have this too.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
can't have none of my cream cheesecake, though.
Lord, I repent.
Still hanging off
Lord.
that cheesecake.
Pay attention, ladies.
You're still hanging on to that cheesecake,
Yeah,
Metro.
well, you
I'm
know.
wondering what's happening to it.
Yeah, you know,
I'm
it's over here.
I'm eyeballing the top over here
No,
from the
when we-
cheesecake.
Real talk, when we get off of air, I'ma share, you know what I'm saying? I'ma make sure everybody get their slice and everything, you know.
Yes.
Awesome.
Before we get out of here though, Rod, we can't let you leave without giving us a little 18 bar or you know what I'm saying, a little, you know, I said 16 bars when you first came up
Yeah,
here.
yeah,
You
I
see
see
how I
that.
increased the numbers? You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
man, my allergies.
Yeah.
Look,
Start
my
making up
allergies.
excuses.
Yeah.
My throat itching.
Weather's out here.
Yeah, let's get a couple bars from you right quick, man. Go on and sing a little something for them.
Now, I can't prepare, but I want to ask the queen right here because I love when she tell me like what song to sing because she always know the right song. What song you think I should sing?
No pressure.
No pressure.
pressure.
Nothing.
Yeah.
See, we pressure together. That's what I'm talking about.
Say, I put him on the spot, he gonna put you on the spot. See how they do it? We gonna do this together. We gonna take this
While
spot
they figure it
together.
out, I'm gonna sing this song.
Oh Lord.
Is there a heart?
Oh no.
Is there a heart in the house tonight? Stand up, stand up.
Wow, you know we crazy. We had to get your
Let
background.
me know if you understand.
A heart is a house of love, and I learned.
And it
no,
don't
no,
take
no.
much to break a heart.
Oh Lord.
There it is. There it
Oh,
is.
please say
You at
something.
least got to end it with the run.
Please.
There you go, yeah.
End it with the run.
Oh
There-
Lord.
that's it, that's
Hold on.
it. Let it simmer.
Okay, let's mute her mic and go in and sing something real quick.
Well, I'm gonna sing this song. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna sing this song. I'm wearing the hat, as y'all see. This part of also my clothesline that's coming out as well. So we're hitting everything. We're hitting it. We're flying right now. We're hitting it right in April. We're gonna be ready. So shout out to my wife. Like I said, she be putting it down. They see the shirt that she got on as well. She did that.
Yeah.
So
You got to stand up
shout
just a
out to-
little
just a
bit.
little bit.
Stand
Show
up
the
just a
shirt,
little bit. Show off the shirt real quick.
There you
Bow.
go. Yeah.
Bow. Right there. Right there. Look at that.
there
Right.
it is. There it is. There it is.
Yeah.
So yeah, let me go ahead. I'll do a little bit of that total surrender.
Okay. It's my favorite, by the way.
That's your favorite. All right. You should have hit the keys. Me.
I know.
I just wanna be aligned with you and do everything you want me to. Lord, I know you can make my life brand new. I just wanna be aligned with you in total surrender. Total surrender. Total surrender. I just wanna be aligned with you.
Ooh. Yes. See you, man.
Felt that in my
Don't make me go pull out them keys real quick, boy. We going to church.
I'm trying to tell you, man.
Yeah, you know what? If I would have been thinking, I probably would have did something like that. But I got another show I'm getting ready to start. Bring back. It's called In the Lab with Natural.com. I used to. Matter of fact, it was the first show that I started doing where I would produce a beat and do an interview all at the same time. I'm getting ready to bring that back here in the next couple of weeks, and I'll get you on that show where I have the keys in front of me, and then we could actually, you know what I'm saying, really do what we do, man. I want to say, man, it is a blessing and an honor to work with you, bro.
Same here.
I appreciate you trusting in me enough to come through and bring your gifts and talents, and let's do this because we got to get. I just looked down at the time, and we just all over the time, man. All in Malik's stuff right quick. So we're going to go ahead and get up out of here. But before we do that, go ahead and give them all your information so they can get in contact with you right quick, bro.
All right. I'm going to let the queen do it because she got all the accounts. She hold the accounts and everything, so I'm going to let the queen do that.
Okay. Well, you guys can check out his music page on Facebook. It's under Raw Lyrics. It's RALYRICKS. And also on Instagram at raw.lyrics. And I think that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and as we said with the cheesecake, we got Cheesy Joys. CHEESYJOI''S Cheesecake. You can check that out on Facebook and Instagram.
No doubt. No. Yes. All right, we're going to go down the line. The quick version, queen. Go ahead, Alex. Hit him off.
Oh, okay. You can follow me on Instagram, AlexMain_. You can follow me on Snapchat, Alex_Main. Shout out to Cheesy Joys. And shout out to Shannon the Queen. Go get your apples, apple heads, ShannonTheQueen.com. So, yeah, go check them out.
Yes, and y'all can follow me on my Instagram right there below, TheQueen02. And like he told y'all, ShannonTheQueen.com.
No doubt.
Candy Appleheads.
Absolutely. And y'all can follow me. I am Natrell on all platforms. I am Natrell. Natrell is spelled Natrell. I appreciate you guys being here. We're going to just go ahead and jump up off this thing. Make sure y'all tune in with us next week, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's my producer right here on BU Network. And we about this thing, y'all. Peace.
Outport.
It's your life, yeah.
PMG. Poor Music Group. Come on.
It's your life, yeah. It's your life, yeah. It's your life, yeah.
Hey, say, Nisi, come on.
When I think about your mercy and your glory, poured up on me, Lord, I thank you.
Lord, I thank you.
Yes, I thank you.
Yes, I thank you.
When I think about your mercy and your glory, poured up on me, Lord, I thank you.
Lord, I thank you.
Yes, I thank you.
Yes, I thank you. Hey, man, say, y'all, come on. I like this, come on. Forever and ever. For always. Lord, we love you. Thank you.
When I think about your goodness and your mercy poured upon me, Lord, I thank you.
Lord, I thank you.
Just wanna thank you. tests and trials make me strong, keep me holding on.
All right, thanks, Shane. You got a show tonight? You got a show tonight? Okay, go ahead, girl. Doing your thing. I am good. Good evening, y'all. Good evening. How y'all doing this evening? This is a wonderful evening. This is a day that the Lord has made. We're going to rejoice and be glad in it. First of all, before I start any show, I always thank God for giving me the skills and the talent to be able to give to you what will reach your heart. Next, I always introduce my brother, your brother, Natrell.com, the producer extraordinaire. You know, he like when I say that, y'all. He like when I but he is a wonderful producer. He had a wonderful vision and idea, and he put that into place by giving us a platform. It is a beautiful, beautiful thing, y'all. So if you ever wanted to have your voice heard and you want to have your own way where you can express yourself and express your views, I'm going to invite you on down and contact Natrell.com and come on and get your own show as well. Trust me, it's worth it, y'all. It's well worth it. I want to also thank my guest here today. That's going to be Kenneth and Melody Dorsey. We're going to bring them in momentarily. But I want to thank them for having the vision enough to come and speak their thoughts, their minds, their perspectives about their marriage, about their businesses, and about how they crusade together. That's a beautiful thing when you can find that in a spouse, where you can crusade together. I want to give thanks and shouts out to all of my BU Radio colleague. We got Key Talk Tuesday. We have Sauced in the City. We have That's My Producer, which is a show that just came on right before mine. We have Living Your Best Life. We have a ton of shows, y'all. We just come on in and be part of the BU Network family. I want to give thanks to you viewers, because you could have been anywhere else tonight, but you chose to hang out with your boy one more again. So I want to thank you. Give yourselves a round of applause for that. Thank you so much for joining in. Tonight's topic, y'all, is going to be quite interesting. May become a little controversial, but in the end, there's always peace that we find. The name of the discussion, you guys, is going to be called Interracially Balanced. Let me say that again, y'all. Interracially balanced. When we talk about interracial, we think about interracial dating, interracial coupling. And for a lot of people, it is a normalized form of dating. A lot of people, it's controversial because there's many ideas. There are many perspectives, many theories and ideologies around the whole stay with your race type situation. Now me, I don't like calling us black folks, y'all. I like using the correct term, which is Asiatic. We are Asiatic people. And when it comes to my Asiatic queen, that is who I am drawn to. And there are a lot of people who look at black, or as it's known, solidarity. I call it Asiatic solidarity. They look at it as hating other people. It is not. That preference and that movement simply says, I am going to lift up whom I am and whom I choose to be with. And I'm going to also relate that to you, relate that to myself, and express that to myself by marrying one who looks like me and who is Asiatic. That's one perspective. Another perspective is the racial thing, the racial power. Or if you stay with your black race, you have more power. If you stay with your white race, you have more power. It's not about that, you guys. One thing that we always forget about, and the Bible so greatly talks about, is that love covereth a multitude of sin. Okay, and what is sin? Sin isn't really a behavior. It's an action. It's a separating yourself and making yourself disconnected from a source that's going to enhance or enrich you. And when we separate ourselves from our husband or our wives' mindset, skills, and what they bring forth in peace to the relationship, we lose out on a lot. So don't let a whole lot of things that you believe prevent you from whom you actually chose. Because if your mother and your father, they chose you to taught you to choose one, but your heart and the connection shows you something else, then the greatest thing that you want to find within that relationship is peace. Peace comes through balance, even through two opposing things that can be balanced. You know why? That's how a battery is made: negative, positive, and what we have, power, right? So two of the same doesn't necessarily connect all the time. Sometimes opposites really do attract. One thing that I love about my guests is that they work hard together. They're not just an interracial couple existing in the form of interracial. She understands him and his conditions and worked hard to be able to demonstrate and understand his heart, his condition, and he the same with her. And that's where we find that balance. They're different in their race, but culture is the biggest thing. And best believe that someone of Caucasian ethnicity can be socialized and culturalized in the Asiatic tradition as well. Doesn't make them that, but their mindset is changing. And the Bible says in order to change, one's mind has to be transformed. So it says, be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. So when that mindset changed, then you can begin to see new things, which is what they seen in each other. And I want you guys to be attentive to their story. Understand where they come from. If you have your opinions, go ahead and type them in. We're going to address them. Viewpoints, whatever, type them in. We're going to address them, because you know why? This is Malik's truth. And on this show, we tell the truth and we're transparent, and we try to bring it to you hard, raw, and rough and rugged. All right, so go ahead, y'all, start sharing it, start telling your people, and I'm going to go ahead and introduce my guests, Kenneth and Melody Dorsey. Say hello to my guests.
Hello, how are you guys?
Yeah, how you doing? Hope everybody's all right out there.
You think they all right?
Yeah.
You think they doing as well as you guys?
Yeah.
You guys gonna show them how to do well?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what we're gonna do, some instructing tonight. First of all, I want to give thanks to Amber Jones for joining in, Earl Davis, and John Kirk. What's going on, y'all? Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Starting with you, my brother Kenneth. Kenneth Dorsey.
Right.
All right. Tell them how we met, if you can remember.
Man.
But we met a while ago, and tell them a little bit about yourself, man.
We met in 2013, I believe. We're on there with Elder Sam at the Native Son bookstore. A legend in Vegas. Yeah. So we met over there, and then kind of like drifted apart. You know what I'm saying? But through time, the Lord brought us back together.
That's right.
We been in a few events together.
Absolutely.
On and everything, and that's been cool. So.
Absolutely. So tell them, give them a little bit of background about you. Tell them what you actually do for a living. Tell them what you do for the community.
What I do for a living is I'm a maintenance tech at Global Property Management. And what I do in the community, I serve the community by serving families, youth, and community outreach. So me and my wife been doing this like 3 or 4 years now, and steady. So that's our main purpose, to serve the Lord and serve the people.
That's it.
And make our bodies living sacrifices, and do it or be obedient. That's the main thing.
Okay.
So just work hard, man. Stay humble. That's what we do.
Work hard and stay humble. Okay. So I heard a little bit about your story when we shared the same speaking platform about how you and Miss Melody met.
Wow.
Okay, and I had to bum rush you on that story again, because how you guys met, it touched my heart actually.
Yeah.
And I really want the viewers and the listeners to understand, how you guys met, and were there any barriers when you first understood that? Wow, I'm really digging this woman.
Well, it didn't really happen like that.
Okay,
you know what I'm
tell
saying?
'em.
It was like, I was fresh out, back from my vacation.
Vacation from Florida.
From the world. You know what I'm saying? From
Okay.
the community. I was back, and I was seeking assistance at the welfare office. So, I went in there a few times. They gave me the run around. You know what I'm saying? I'm frustrated. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing. I don't have no food, nothing. You know what I'm saying? And so I come in the third time, and I'm real irritable, and they're telling me to come back again after I already been there, a couple times. I see people come in with me, they getting their card, everything's good, right? So I get real irritated, so I get into it with one of the ladies, and they get up and they march off, and then
Right.
then this other lady, she said, hey, come here, what's going on, what's the issue? And I said, I've been trying to get my card, and blah, blah, blah. I show her my homeless card, my prison card, everything. You know what I'm saying? And she said, yeah, have a seat. And I'm going to call somebody and see if we can't make this happen. You know what I'm saying? So she calls somebody. I go back, talk to the supervisor, and she said, oh, I don't see no problem. After I explained to her, I don't see no problem why you can't get your case expedited and get your card. So go back to the lady that sent you here. She's going to make your card right now. And so that's my wife right now that made the card.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And so Elder Sam, that was my mentor, because I'm out. He know everything about Vegas.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I go in there. He know history. He know this. He got a good memory.
Right.
So we used to chat. So that was my little spot drop-off part, my little pit stop in between trying to find jobs.
Exactly.
So I went back and told Sam. I said, hey, man, I got my card. He said, what happened? I tell him what happened. He said, man, you better go back and thank her. So basically, from me going back and thanking her is what, started the ball rolling, because I just was happy to get my food stamp card.
Right,
You feel
okay.
me? And I wasn't really thinking about going back.
Right.
So, but when I went back, I seen what a beautiful person, what spirit she had.
Right.
That I'm just trying to help. I'm just, this is my job. This is what I like to do.
Yes.
And so I seen that spirit, and I was like, wow. So, it grew on me, and, every once in a while I go back in. You know what I'm saying? But that's how I met my wife, and we've been, tight ever since. But we've been through the bumps, and, all the ups and downs, and, the hills and valleys and all this stuff, man.
Right.
And, but we're still standing, it's like 7 years.
Ah, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. All right, y'all viewers, we're going to give them a round of applause, because marriages ain't supposed to last that long in these days and times.
Wow.
They like microwave marriages and stuff these time of day.
Yes.
And I tell you, it's always a wonderful thing to hear someone who have gone through the process of the for worse portion of the vows and working their way through it, because I think a lot of people forget about that portion. I mean, it says for richer, for poorer, for better or for worse, till death do you part. Now, what I loved about that's my producer. They had some guests on, and they do cheesecakes and stuff like that, and it's called Cheesy Joy's Cheesecakes. And he told you guys about their bout with homelessness, and that was you can't get any worse than that. And they worked through it, and that's what we want to see, and that's what the balance is that we're looking for. And when we talk about balance, we're talking about peace. So we got our brother Kenneth's point of view and perspective on the sideline, and he was hanging out as how they met and what he felt like. And now we're gonna go ahead and get Melody's side. What was he embellishing? Did he leave some things out? Tell us about it. Tell them who you are and what you do.
My name's Melody Dorsey. I work for the state of Nevada at the welfare office. I'm a family service specialist now. At the time when he came in, I'd only been working for 2 weeks. This is a whole different from where I came from, because I have a 21-year background working in the Head Start program in California. And I left there and came out here, so the welfare was a whole new system. But when I had seen him, I says, let me see how I could help you, because I don't like to see people get kicked out
Come
or
on,
the police
somebody.
called
Go
on
ahead,
them.
Melody.
So I was like, let me calm him down. I have a way to calm people down and get them to where they don't be as irate as they walked in the door. And so I calmed him down. I got him to help. And then a couple days later, he slipped a card under my window to say thank you, and it had a really nice poem. And every week he would do that. He'd just drop a card off and leave. And then he brought me a candy bar one time, and not knowing I suffer from migraines and I can't eat them, so the girls used to tease me, oh look, here comes your boo, I hope he brings a candy bar. Because I give it to them to share with. So he never stayed, and one time he gave me his phone number. I'm like, nah, I ain't calling him, because I just got out of a relationship and I was done with men. I was like, I'm done. I don't want to do this no more. And so he just kept coming back, and what attracted me was the smile that he had on his. He had this big smile that just lit up the room. So he would just come back all the time, and then one day I was going through something, and he gave me a rock that said hope. And I was like, wow. So he came back later that afternoon, and I called him to my window, and I said, thank you, you just don't know. So he gave me his number again, and I prayed about it. Well, the next morning I texted him, and I said, would you like to get together? And so we texted all day, and then we got together. We met at Sam's Town, and I thought I was a cougar because he looked younger than me. I was like, I don't know if I could do this. And so when we got together and I seen how old he was, okay, I can do this. He's older than me. And we went to the movies, and we just clicked. It was like we both felt comfortable with each other, not knowing each other. And we both sat there. The next day we went and walked around Fremont Street. We both sat there and said, we're not looking for a relationship, because he just got out. He's trying to find a job, trying to get his life together. I just broke up with a guy. I'm trying to get my life back together. So I said, let's just be friends, so we have somebody to hang out with, because we're both freshly new to Nevada. So that's what we did. We started just hanging out, going to the movies, just talking, hanging out at Sam's Town, and just sitting in that one where the waterfall is, and we would sit there and just talk for hours. And he was a real gentleman, and I've never seen a man treat me this way before. And what really got me is when he told me, I don't want to have sex until I'm married. I was like, I looked at him like, is he for real? Because most men
was you trying to spit game, Ken? You trying to spit game, or you was real about that?
Yeah,
was really
he was real, because
Okay.
he was a perfect gentleman. He never did anything inappropriately. I was just like, this is, and then over time we just started, the Lord started connecting us, and we both said to each other, Lord comes first. It's the Lord, then you, and then my children. And then he said the same thing to me. We both said we're not going to cheat on each other. We're not cheating on the Lord. Because, you got to have that balance. You got to have the Lord in your life.
Come on, sister.
So so that's what we started doing, and we just started developing from there. And before you know it, I got sick because I suffer from migraines and real bad chronic pain, and the healthcare out here wasn't that good. So I quit my job and went back to California. And he had told me, and nobody's ever said this to me, I'm gonna love you back to health. I couldn't wrap my head around that. I was like, what? Is he for real? And so we had this little long distance relationship going on and everything. And then I started getting better. I got the right medication, so I was able to call my former supervisor back, and they gave me my job back.
Wow. So look
because
at that. Look at that guy.
I left on
Look at
good
that guy.
terms, and because everybody liked me and they liked how I always handled the front, they, I had to because I was still on probation when I quit, so I had to reapply and get interviewed and go back on probation, which I was cool with it, but I was feeling better. And then,
look at that.
we decided that, his living conditions and my living conditions where we were living, we couldn't, so we got a place together. And then after that, he proposed, and then we ended up getting married after that.
Wow.
But we always go do everything. Like, we hang out, we go, and it's like, he's like my best friend. It's like, I feel lost if he's not with me, or like, we, like on the weekends, we'll go to the movies, or we go to, and when people see him by himself, they're like, where's your wife? Or if they see me, but where's your husband? Because they all always seen us together.
I see y'all page. I see y'all page. We always together.
Yeah, we
inseparable.
And he doesn't get on my nerves. Sometimes, sometimes.
What? Kenneth don't get on your nerves? Mel, come on, you tripping now.
No,
Kenneth don't get on your nerves.
He don't, because he's always upbeat. He's always in a good mood, and he likes to, you know, I've never seen him wake up in a bad mood. Sometimes I tell people I have to triple my meds to deal with him because sometimes I'm barely opening my eyes and he's going a mile a minute, you know. But he's always got a really good spirit about him, and because he's grateful for what he has now, because being locked up, he didn't have that, and so now he has his freedom back, so he doesn't take advantage of it. So he grasps every chance he gets to give and help, and it's just he's made me grow as a person, because I don't succumb to my migraines like I used to, and now they're under control where I don't have the bad days like I used to, and the medication I don't have to take as much as I used to.
So he wasn't lying. He loved you back to health,
huh?
Yes,
he did.
Man, teach us how to do that, bro.
The Lord put it on me. You know, I don't know his secret.
Come on, teach them. Y'all hear that, y'all? And you know what? Y'all got some fans, too, because they are giving you hand claps, y'all. They are saying incredible story.
And we appreciate it.
They're saying that, you know, what you guys have experienced. And they've just told you guys a little bit, y'all viewers, listeners. They just told y'all a little bit. And y'all just getting all these wonderful accolades. Straight up. Appreciate you, Amber, Earl, John, Misty. All the time for coming through it and supporting us. Patricia, thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum. Roderick, okay, you're the first on here. How you doing? Wow, power couple. Absolutely. What do you guys think about that term, power couple, when you hear that?
I just think that all the power comes in the glory is from the Lord.
God.
So if they're calling us power couple and they see us like that, you know what I'm saying? Then they're
looking at? Who they
seeing
looking
the
at?
Lord in us.
Come on now.
That's it. I don't take any credit for anything.
Neither do I.
That's it.
The years I took credit for stuff, it was all bad.
That's right.
Yeah,
You know,
too.
everything was doomed to fail because I was operating on me.
Yep.
And see, when we operate on ourselves, man, I'm telling you, there ain't no success in it.
We lose ourselves.
There's no success in it.
Now,
Your
what
success comes from the Lord.
From the Lord. Amen. That's what it says. You know, all my health and my strength come from the Lord.
Yep.
Now, one thing that I want our listeners to understand is not only as a couple, you've experienced those interrelational things with yourselves. Let the listeners know of some of the flack or static or issues that you may have had from either side of your family or friends when they seen that you guys were together.
I don't have a big family, so and my kids are very accepting of Kenny. My sister loves him. I haven't experienced any on my side of the family because everybody has embraced him and considers him the part of the family. So I haven't had any from my end of it.
All right. Any on yours, Ken?
I really haven't had any either.
Okay,
You know,
excellent.
You know, it may be there subtly somewhere, but you know, I really don't pay attention to it. I can't feed into that kind of stuff.
Yeah, me neither.
I got one life to live, and you know, I tell myself, and I tell her too, what people really think about us really is none of my business.
Yep.
When it becomes my business, I don't have no business.
Come on, somebody.
You know what I'm saying? That's the Lord just
Y'all hear that?
giving me that power to deal with things in a appropriate manner. You know, in a respectful manner.
Absolutely.
No disrespect, but I just ain't into that.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? But no, I haven't. They're very accepting. You know, matter of fact, you know, here's the thing. Like my family, they always see me in trouble. You know what I'm saying? I was already in and out of jail, in and out of juvie, and everything like that. So that was like a pattern. You know, I couldn't go 2 or 3 months or 6 months. I'm in jail.
Wow.
Or you know what I'm saying?
Like
I'm in some type of trouble.
Wow.
But and then back then you couldn't get 2 or 3 people to say anything, you know, really good about me, right? But you know, since we've been together for 7 years, there's hundreds that will tell you good things about me.
That's what I'm talking about.
Maybe even thousands now.
That's what I'm talking about.
Because you know the way, like he said, you know, my thinking changed and everything else changed. You know what I'm saying? When I surrendered and I humbled myself, you know, when you sitting there, you sitting there under pressure.
Yes, sir.
You know, and now you got time to think.
Absolutely.
You know, and you ask yourself how you get in these predicaments, and it's based on self. It's being selfish and making the wrong choices.
Right.
So that's what got me. So now this 7-year pattern.
Right.
is this showing me I could do it. I could always do it. I just wasn't willing to do it. I wasn't really just willing to surrender to the Lord and let Him work in my life. And so now for this 7 years, I'll tell you, this is something even amazing to me.
Right.
Now, I was in and out of jail for, I couldn't stay out. So that means I couldn't hold a steady job either. So today I can tell you that in 7 years between construction and maintenance, I've never missed a day, and I've never called in.
Wow.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, that's commitment.
Yeah, and I got a plaque for it this year.
Wow.
For the 5 years. See, I worked 2 years construction and 5 years in global property management.
Right.
So Global Property Management Group, which is owned by the same person, they recognized me for the 5 years perfect attendance.
Right.
And so that just amazed me. Like I posted a picture of it. I'm like, who does this?
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
And to be recognized, and I think that's why they always say integrity is key.
Right.
Always be caught doing the right thing.
Yeah. There it is there. Because that's one thing too. I'm more dependable. They know that I'm at work. You know what I'm saying? They don't even have to be there, but they just know that anytime they call or check in, I'm there.
You there to help.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's the same kind of ethic.
Yeah.
That needs to go into a marriage,
right?
And that's what I want a lot of folks to think about, because even though our brother and sister Melanie and Kenneth didn't go through a lot of the things that interracial couples go through, what they found was light in one another. Because I would dare to think that Kenneth, she was sent by God for you to bring that equality in your life,
right?
To equalize you.
Hey, look, that's so true, because all the things I did in my life and how I lived, she didn't. So when I was a drug addict for 30 years, ripping and running the streets, doing all these things, right? She wasn't. And so when we met, she was like the
Getting
perfect
deep, bro.
balance for me, because she didn't have the temptations with her.
Right.
She didn't smoke. She didn't drink. She kept a steady job. And so she showed me a lot just about, taking her job and her situation serious, even though she was going through a lot of stuff when I met her. She was still working. And see, as we, and look, we didn't always have cars and all that. She used to
take the bus.
She used to take the bus, and it'd be freezing out there.
Wow.
20 below.
And I'm like, dang, man. But she did it. And so
dedication.
When we got married and I was able, I didn't buy me a car. I bought her a brand new car.
Come on, somebody.
Yes.
I hardly ride her car.
Right.
I got a little car and I'm cool. And so the people at work be like, he let you, he don't want to ride it. No, why? I bought it for her. You know what I'm saying? Because the things I used to value and how I used to look at things is totally different. I'd rather for her, I'd rather for my woman to have the new car.
Right.
I can ride the bucket. I'm only going to and from work.
Right. For real.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not that I have to have that. So, I seen her, struggle through catching the bus, catching two sometimes.
Yeah, I had to take two.
Yeah, to get there, and then same thing coming home.
Wow.
And I had a scooter, you know what I'm saying? But we didn't always have this, and we didn't, so it's just like we worked through the struggle. The Lord gave us the strength to work through these things, and so that's what really draws us together and keeps us together and keeps the relationship together. It keeps our family respecting us, because my family has never seen me with 7 years without the penitentiary, 7 years working.
Look at that.
7 years
talked about
married.
That earlier.
Being a responsible father, being a responsible grandfather, you know what I'm saying? Being there for them now.
That's right.
I'm not in jail. When my grandkids call me, hey, I want to take hip-hop class. We send them the money.
They call him Grandpa Santa.
Grandpa Santa, because he always dishing out.
Yeah.
He
The ones
always
in Idaho
dishing
call
out.
him. I have two in Idaho, and they call him Grandpa Santa. The first time they said that, we about fell out laughing.
Right. That's what you do. Kids always got a name for us, especially when we shelling out something, boy. They let us know. So I tell you, We used to love. On the second half, I have my auntie Terry and my uncle Raheem. They're going to be joining us and giving their perspective about their marriage and the balance that they learned to find. And again, the name of the show, you guys, is called Interracially Balanced, with the emphasis on that balance. Because even though the opposites have attracted, we're only dealing with race. The mindsets were the same.
Right.
The ideologies were the same. And the Bible only asks us to be equally yoked.
Right.
It doesn't ask us to be perfect.
No.
It asks us to be equally yoked. And equally yoked is a mindset, not a lifestyle. Because if you're rich and then you poor, are you going to be able to handle it?
Right.
If you go from having it all to having none, are you going to be able to handle it? So yes, it's a mindset, you guys.
Right. And
It's a mindset.
let me just tap in on that, because when you say race and and you say like interracial and black, white, boom, what you doing here with this black dude, what you doing with this white woman and all that. See, I'm gonna tell you this here.
Come on.
It ain't even about that.
Yes,
You know what I'm
sir.
saying? I don't even look at her like, she's white. My spirit has already said, in my spiritual realm, I can't deal with judging people because of their color.
Come on now. Come on.
You know what I'm saying? As a spiritual person.
Absolutely.
I don't understand how any spiritual person can even do that if they're really deeply into it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because that doesn't exist there.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why me and her are able to do the things we do and not let a lot of things bother us, because we're spiritually grounded in the fact that racism and that illusion of everybody's talking about doesn't exist to us.
That's what I'm talking about.
You know what I'm saying? I don't even let it bother me.
I'm glad you said that, and we're gonna get into that on the second half. We're gonna go ahead and take a little small break, listen to some music, and we are going to get back. So you guys, thank you so far for tuning in. I want you guys to stay in there with us and come on in there on the second half, because the second half I'm introducing my crazy ass uncle and his tolerant wife.
Wow.
And they gonna go ahead and bring it. All right, so go ahead and stay tuned, y'all.
I was never complacent, put my foot on the pavement. In my dream I was chasing, while my girl waited patient. Spent a lifetime on this music, going nowhere, I was losing it. She was right there enduring this, why her folks like, why she doing this? But Shawty didn't care what nobody said. She was gonna ride to the day I'm dead, stay by my side when the others fled. So I'm convinced that she deserves it all. She believed in me when chances were real small. I picture me driving a foreign. She riding the passenger side. Yeah, 3 in the morning, holding her head up. Yeah, there from the beginning. Oh, baby, you were there from the beginning. Shawty my ride or die, and she is my reason why I keep on grinding to buy her expensive things that money can buy. Her beauty represents me well, she loves me and others can tell. Her heart is where my love would dwell. Talk about her man and she would rebel. I ain't ashamed, this ain't a game. She was right there in the storm and the rain. Endure the pain and the financial strain. Now she gon' shine with the fortune and fame. She gambled her life for me, she sacrificed for me. She deserves it all, it's only right, you see. No matter the price, you see, I picture me driving a foreign.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to Malik's Truth. Let's say that again. Malik's Truth radio show. Thank you all for tuning in on this second half. And again, my guest with me today is none other than someone you guys already know. Some of you guys you may not know, but you're going to know after today. Kenneth Dorsey and his wife Melanie, who are crusaders for multicultural communities, and they do a lot of work for the homeless, the disenfranchised. You guys got to catch up with them. We're going to give you their handles a little bit later on. But what I want to do is I want you guys to focus in on, as you guys may know, Malik Truth is my author's name, and I have a wonderful book called The Design Dating Purpose. A lot of times when we have shows like this, if something is relevant in my book, I like to go ahead and talk about it. So in my book, in the discovery chapter, this is how you discover an individual. Some of the things and traits, characteristics, some things you may or may not like, but through the discovery process, you can maneuver better, because some of those things that are usually hidden through non-communication, you miss those things. So I talk about family values and socialization, because a lot of times we're brought up a certain way. And there are a lot of times when we get into the dating process where we don't quite find those things. So if the issues are benign and can be addressed effectively with love, communication, and sharing, then you should continue the dating process or the relationship process. However, if the issues are so malignant, bad, that it goes beyond any love and communication and sharing that you can give, then it may be a good chance to reconsider moving forward, because you don't want to get involved with someone knowing that there's a part of them that you just simply cannot help them work on because it isn't something that you see. And to maneuver through that relationship with that kind of lie brings imbalance. And the goal is to always find balance in a relationship. And this is what my guests have found in one another. They found a collaborative and loving balance that keeps them grounded with God first, and it keeps his ideas first when they're in an argument, and when they're planning, and when they're crusading. So this is why I wanted to talk about that area of socialization, because again, there's many of us grow up in a different setting and we're cultivated very differently. And if these type of cultivations begin to make up the person you become, now I say person you become, not the person who you're supposed to be, because traumas, pains, and hurts, they create a person that is. It doesn't create the person that should be. And this is what I want you to see in a relationship. I want you to see that they created their own way. They held on to one common thing, and they found that balance. Let's bring my guest back. Now, Melanie, your husband, you already know how he could talk.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Yep.
And so why don't you go ahead and tell the listeners a little bit about the business that you guys do, and that is I know it's multicultural, and why you chose that route.
Well, the idea came when it's all his idea. When he was locked up, he came up with this idea for Planet Mike Earth. Right. It's a youth program. It's empowering the youth in our community, the low-income kids. We want to give back to them and keep them off the streets, because like he said, he was in trouble most of his life. So if we could help these kids, because they're the next generation to become our presidents, our law enforcement, firefighters. Yes. So we got to instill. We don't want them to be drug pushers, drug dealers, and hustlers. And we want to empower them. We want to give them, let them be who they want to be, but be positive about it. Right. And so we started this program 3 years ago called Planet Mike Earth. And it was just my husband and I at first. And at first I didn't grasp the idea very well, because I didn't understand it, because I wasn't the one that did it. He was. So it took me a little bit to jump aboard. Right. But when I did get on the board on it, I started praying. And then he would get all excited. I'm like, no, Let's let the Lord do his work, because otherwise the program's not going to be successful if we do it our way. We got to let the Lord lead us and let the Lord guide us. So that's what we started doing. And then his best friend Justin, who was his Sally, they reconnected. And so he saw all the pictures. He saw the whole thing when he was locked up. So Justin goes, hey, what about that program? He said, we just started it. He's like, oh, I'm all there. So Justin and his family's been supportive of us.
That's what I'm talking
so
about.
We've been going out.
Thank you, Justin.
We've been going out into the community and giving free events. You know, so everybody can see who we are. We have the children performing, because I'm like this. I like to see the kids perform, because when you're asking for donations and stuff, you want to see where that's going versus, because some people use things as a way to put the money in their pocket because they don't want to work. So I like to have the kids perform, and we've got a lot of talented kids so far that's come underneath Planet Mike Earth. And so it's been growing, and then we started Justin came up with the idea.
Red Vegas, one of those artists, right?
Yes, he's one of our artists.
PME kid.
He's a PME kid. Very talented young man, very respectful. And so we started, Justin wanted to do Friday night hangouts. So we started Friday night hangouts from 6 to 8 where the parents could bring their kids. And we have a video games, we had board games. And then each time we try to do something different, like have comedy night where the kids would tell jokes, but it had to be clean. Everything has to be positive, no profanity. Then we would have Mike where they can get up and sing or whatever they want to do, dance. And it was real fun. And then my thing is kids. I don't like to see kids go hungry.
Just something for the kids to do.
So what I do is I always make sure we have pizza. And nothing costs the kids anything. Nothing costs the families. Everything we did was we gave it to them with no charge. Because we want to have children have a place that's safe, and their parents don't have to worry about their kids. And it was starting to grow until this COVID thing hit a year ago. So we're trying to revamp and get back on our feet again. And we've got an event coming up on Easter Sunday.
If you got the date, give it.
It's April 4th from 12 to 5. It's called the Community Give Back. It's free haircuts, clothes, shoes. We're going to have entertainment, food. And we're getting
food. I'm gonna be there.
We're gonna have people, different organizations come give resources to help people, and it's gonna be at the Nucleus Plaza on Owens and H.
All right, y'all.
And so that's going to be fun, and that's our way of getting back into the realm of it. And then we're going to try to do more events coming up outdoors so the kids could perform and give the kids something to do besides hanging out on the streets and getting in trouble. Then we also have a plot over at Vegas Roots Community Garden where we plant, and the kids can go and pick and water it, do whatever they want. It's a PME plot. And so we utilize that for programs that we do over there as well. We collaborate. And so like if the parents, we'd even invite the parents if they want to come and do gardening as therapeutic, they're more than welcome, and whatever grows they could take it. We're not selling it, we're just giving it to whoever
not trying
wants
to make
it.
a profit.
No. Right now
back in the community.
PME is not about profits, it's about helping and giving back to our community. And we all need to work together to do that, because like I said, the kids are our next generation. They're our next politicians, and the more we feed into them, the better they'll be able to serve us when we get old.
Y'all hear that?
You know what I mean?
I agree with that. Rather have them serving the community than being a menace to the community.
And we just
for real.
Last Wednesday we spoke at Chef Jeff Project to some children, and some of them were on probation and some wanted to learn how to cook, and we were able to touch them. And it was very fulfilling, because if you could reach one kid, you've done something.
Yes, you have.
Because the whole thing is giving back, because that's what the Lord wants us to do, is serve. And it don't matter who you're serving. You're just serving and giving back. And there's no color barriers.
Yes.
Because we have Hispanics, we have Filipinos, we have Asians, we have all kinds in our thing. And those are the people you see at our events. And we just welcome everybody, because that's just how we are. And it's fulfilling. Like last week, I was like, after I went home, I was feeling good, because I was able to help a young man because he's asking about food stamps, and I told him how to do it, and he showed up yesterday.
Wow.
He called me. He was in the parking lot. I went outside. I told him how to fill out his application, and then he went over and went from there. So
Right.
if we could, I'm there to help whoever needs to be helped. That's who I am, and that's what I've been doing.
Right.
I feel more comfortable. I feel like I'm not serving a purpose if I'm not helping somebody. I feel like,
Y'all hear that?
like right now, I keep
Sacrifice.
praying to the Lord.
Mhm.
Lord, open the door. Let me
Right.
get back out there and start helping people, because that makes me feel more fulfilled.
Right.
Because I'm doing His work.
Right. Y'all hear that, you guys? They found balance with each other with simply just learning to serve together. This a one simple human thing, and that serving together, they found a particular balance. Now, what I want to do really quickly is I want to bring my aunt and my uncle through real quick, so you guys can hear, so they can hear their story real quick. This is my uncle Raheem and my auntie Terry, and I'm gonna bring Kenny back real quick, but my uncle and his wife has been married over 20 years, and let's get an understanding of their the balance that they found. And again, I want to thank y'all for tuning in, y'all. Thank you so much. Hey, Kirk, what's going on, sir? Those are my guts over there. Headed to Chef Jeff's project right now. I heard that, man. And Taisha Marshall, thank you so much for your comments. They love you. Ken and Melody. They love you guys. Roderick Vessels, thank you so much for tuning in. Misty, you're always tuning in, and we thank you so much for your support. Y'all, I want you guys to tune in and get up with Misty Pettiford, because she has a dance troupe out there called, is it Blazing Elites, Misty? I think it's called Blazing Elites, and they're doing their thing. And who we have here, we're gonna go on for a few moments. We have my uncle Raheem, and he calls himself Abdul Rahim Mohammed, but I know him as Uncle Raheem. And this is my auntie Terry. So welcome to the show, you guys. And how long have you guys been married? Either one of you could speak.
Okay.
20.
No, we've been married 15 years. Together 23. Yeah. It's been very interesting.
We have 3 beautiful children.
Speak in the mic.
Yes. It's
I'm
been.
sorry.
Go ahead, honey.
We've been together 23 years, and we've been married for 15. We have 3 girls, and they're grown now. We have numerous grandchildren and great-grandchildren. Hopefully, when the pandemic get a little better, we get down south to see them and everything.
Absolutely. So talking about a balance in a marriage, when did you guys feel as though you found that balance and learned how to work within that balance?
That came with time. It came with time,
Was it easy or hard?
Well, I mean, a lot of things you do,
hard.
I mean, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard work. But, if you love somebody and care for them and really want to work with them, and you can see the progress in them. Because, one thing I found out about a couple, the opposite does attract. It really does attract, because, you have one that have a sense of humor, you have another one that don't have a sense of humor. One getting up in the morning, want to joke around and everything, where, the other one is all grouchy and everything. But it's a connection.
Yes.
You don't realize that until a lot of times when your wife is not around, she's at work, you're home. You think you hear the phone ring, you think she's calling you, or you want to call her to, say, hey, honey, I love you. Communication, honestly, is a beautiful thing. Once you lose the communication, you got to get it back.
Yes.
And it takes time. A lot of times I learned from my wife, she want to talk about topics that I don't want to talk about. When she do want to talk about it, I want to shut her down.
Right.
And you got to find some way to communicate, because without communication, there's no love and understanding.
Thank you, Auntie Terry.
Yes. Well, communication is number one. You have to communicate.
Come up a little bit to the mic.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. If you don't communicate, you don't know how each other's feeling. So by communicating, you're letting the other half know how the other half's doing. So if there's any disagreements or if there's something that we need to discuss, we will discuss it and let it be and move on.
And one of the things I will say in the marriage, in the relationship, or anything, when you have a loved one, you know, I don't care how bad situation get, I don't care how mad you guys get at each other, you should always tell that person every day, honey, I love you.
Yes.
Regardless of how mad you are, because you know the way things are. You know, people say you here today, gone tomorrow. You here today, gone today, and you never know. You know, so always tell your children, always tell your wife, always tell the one you with. You know, honey, I love you. How remarkable you are to me. How much you mean to me. You know.
Wow.
You know, the Lord always comes first. Always has been, always will be.
That's right.
You know, but your family is a very important part of your life. Always has been, always will be.
And it took us a long time, because we were socialized, you know, spiritually and religiously, under the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, and we knew what he taught about the different races. You know, in a lot of ways during that time, it made a lot of sense. You know, to keep us together as a people, to have us focus on loving one another, because we hated and were taught to hate each other so as a race. But as I grew older, I began to look into the heart of man, like God taught us how to do.
Right.
And I'm interracial. I'm Mexican and Asiatic, you know, which both come from the same lineage, until, you know, the people of this land were raped by the Spaniards, and then came the Mexican language and culture. However, when we look at that, we realize that we were taught a particular thing for a particular time. And then as we grow older, we know that we can see God in everything, because the light just shines through. And that's why I enjoy about this. Melody ain't fake. Melody don't walk around trying to be what we call a white black person. She doesn't walk around shooting out slang and saying she loves sweet potato pie and collard greens is her favorite dish. No, Melody is real. She is who she is as a Caucasian, but she is who she is as a spiritual person, and that is to take on the learning of different cultures, not just for the sake of her husband, because that's who Melanie is now, says that she was that way before she even met Kenneth.
And personally, Melody, Kenneth, I love you guys' energy. I really do. And the story you have shared with us about I mean, it's beautiful, because you think about it, a lot of times people go places, they seek help, and like the gentleman said, they get to run around, they get frustrated, you know, and they don't really mean to snap at you. I've been there, we all been there before, you know, and you start yelling, hollering, screaming, and the guy come along, you know, with a cop, you know, you want to put him out, you know, and all you're asking is for help. And sometimes, you know, when you're at work, it's always good to give a person a kind word. It's always good to help a person. Even though it's not, you know, it's not a part of your job, so what? You know, I mean, a phone call is just a minute phone call. You can call somebody, find out what's going on, send a young man upstairs. You help them out. Because that same person one day might be you.
That's a beautiful thing. And we are running out of time, you guys. I want to thank all my listeners, first of all, for tuning in. I thank you so very much. As I always say, you could have been anywhere else, but you decided to hang out with your brother just for a little while.
Beautiful thing.
Okay, I want to go ahead and bring Kenneth and Melody back around here, because I want you guys to have their handles so that you guys can take down all their information. Get your kids involved. Get your kids involved. Again, thank y'all for tuning in. Roderick, thank you very much for all your comments and your memes as well. And before we head out, y'all, we're going to let Melody as well as Kenneth go ahead and give you their last bit, get their contact information out to you so you can know how to get your kids involved. Okay, go ahead. Who wants to do it? You want to do it, Melanie?
Okay. You can reach us at planetmikeearth@yahoo.com. Planet Mike Earth on Facebook.
At Planet Mike Earth on IG.
Yeah.
On Instagram.
Oh, and then you can also follow us at Planet Mike Earth on Instagram.
Mm-hmm. Right. And so we're closely affiliated. I wanted to say something about the event because it's not just us, but we're closely affiliated with True Family Services, Better Minds, Better Communities, Urbanomics, and a great sponsor of ours, And What Fashions. I'm wearing a hat right now. Shay's Chef Jay. Lie International, they deal with foster kids and everything. So we all are servants of the community.
Amen.
So we all work together.
Amen.
So I just wanted to shout them out.
Thank you so much. That goes to tell you that it is not just about one person. It's about a team in order to make some things go through. Before I leave the show today, I did promise my sister, your sister, y'all all know her as Lily Lyons from the group, the sensational group, I should say, SWV. And I told her that I would go ahead and pump up her book. And her book is called I Regret the Day That I Lost My Virginity. And the last part I love, You Are Not Your Past.
Yep.
Wow. Yeah.
This book is wonderful. She is a wonderful storyteller. And she does what I expect a lot of quality authors to do, and that's support one another. So me and her chatted on social media, and she said that I'm going to go ahead and support you, and I supported her. This is what we need to do, y'all. We need to uphold and uplift one another, y'all. We got. So I'm not saying this because she's Lily Lyons of the sensational group SWV. I'm saying this because her voice is not just in singing. She just gave us another aspect of her voice, which is literary excellence. So y'all go out and pick up that book, y'all, okay? All right. Love you, Lily. All right, thank y'all so much for tuning in to Malik's Truth. Have a good night.
Have a blessed night.
Potato sugar?
Yes.
Django isn't a slave. Django is a free man, you understand? You can't treat him like any of the other niggas around here, because he ain't like any of the other niggas around here. You got it?
Yearning for your validation. Validation. All in hopes I'm in the conversation. All in hopes. Pour so much of me into you. Can't believe I ain't never feel for me instead of you. I slide in the coupe. I lose the roof. I die for the truth. Abide by no rules. Devils in cahoots. Drop a prayer on the screw. Got God on my side. How can I ever lose still? I wanna be humble, but I gotta flex. On them niggas. I don't wanna mumble, but let them respect me, nigga. I do it my way. They say it's left. Left. If I sell my soul, what I got left? Because I don't need nobody else. I'm lying to myself. Not talking physical, dog, spiritual. No. All these opportunities is higher, I can tell. Got to get them in upstairs, cause the timing never fails. My advice, keep moving. If not, you can lose it. Wasting time on the clueless. Knowing they can never do this. Back. Tell them pessimists they need to spine. Whack when they're paralyzed in the mind. I don't need nobody else. No, I don't. I will tell my younger self. What you say? You got God as your help. Just let it go and never dwell. My advice. Unless they good at you. My advice.